EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out, it's the man who left Baltimore as the greatest passer in franchise history, MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco. They will start this drive with Ford. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Flacco. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. And from the 42 now, here's second and 2. Again, they turn to Ford. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and busts through it for a solid gain.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Flacco. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Flacco. Football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Off the option, here's Henry. He gets away from 1. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. This will go to Henry out wide. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On the counter, it's Henry. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the Browns' 21-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson's going to try to sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Browns nothing.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Flacco. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4. Here's Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Flacco. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 47.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flacco looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the ground, it's Ford. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. To pass, Flacco. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a give to Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, here's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now the first carry for their fullback. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Flacco and the Browns down by 11. A minute 53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Flacco.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now Flacco. Able to find Judy. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, 73 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Pressure mounting. Flacco. That's caught at the 1. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And they take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.